Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the power hooked up to the camper. So let's get over here and see what I did. All right, so I got my plug all plugged in. I got my plug plugged in here. Nice and tight. Let's go turn her on. See if we can get these slide outs to work. All right, so let's turn this guy on. All right, let's go in and see if we have juice. Oh, a light just turned on, so that's good news. All right, microwave's on. Let's see what this says. Battery's full, nice. All right, well, let's hit the slides. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to install some light bulbs in all these lights. Recently I was on Amazon looking for a space heater. So I was checking out this Lasko brand space heater, and it was a little under $20, and the reviews were really good on it. So I went ahead and bought it, and I've been using it the last couple days that I've been working in the camper here. So we're gonna get this guy fired up and we'll get it going. It's a little bit chilly in here. All right. All right, it's on. Okay, so these are the bulbs that I bought. They are performance LED light bulbs. It's showing a vehicle on here, and they are used for interior lights, dome lights, map lights, etc. And it just so happens that these also fit RVs, trailers, campers, boats, and all that, and they can even be used in wet areas. So let's bust these guys open and give them a shot. So these are pretty cool. It's like a little paddle. So let's see if this will work. Those are pretty nice. We'll pop these back on. I'm gonna have to take this light down when I do my painting, but for now, we'll just leave these up so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Nice. The nice thing about these LED bulbs too is that they don't put off hardly any heat. The ones that were in here, you just barely touch this and it was like the plastic was getting soft. It was like so hot that it was starting to melt. Oh, that's what this other switch here is for. So we got that light there, and then there's gonna be a light there. I took those bulbs out for some reason, I don't know why. I think I was gonna swap it out or something. All right, well, let's swap these out right up here. Whew. Yowza. Yeah, those were on for just a few seconds. Yow. That should be like a fire hazard. these, I don't know if you can see that, they're almost like singed. They're like black. I think I paid less than $20 for all these bulbs. Don't quote me on that, but like I said, we'll leave the link in the description below about these. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Oh yeah, really brightens the place up. Nice. All right. Well, good. Now we can see what we're doing. Let's get these swapped out real quick. All right, I thought I put some in my pocket. I guess not. Let's go grab a couple. This is a little more difficult than it looks, trying to videotape and do this at the same time. All right, there we go. Flip the switch and nothing. Oh, I know what's probably wrong. When I cut the power over there, it probably cut the light off here too, so those will work when we hook the power back up in that slide over there. But at least they're swapped out. So that adds a tremendous amount of light. It is almost pitch black outside, and we have a lot of light in here. So this is going to be a lot easier to work. Let's go out here and take a look and see what it looks like now. Oh yeah. It's a little dark over here on this side because none of the lights work. This is the connection. I have to reconnect this wire right here to this wire right here. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do a little chase right here, and then we're gonna do that cabinet and the, we'll do a cabinet there, the radio there, and I have to cover up that wire there. This wire right here is an external antenna for the radio. And then all of these wires here will be in a chase in the corner, and it'll just be covered up there, and it'll go up behind all that. So, not sure exactly when I'm gonna work on that, but that'll be a project coming up here real soon. So you'll get to see how I build all that. All right, so that one works. Yeah, I think this one's not gonna work again because it's hooked up to that circuit, because there are some bulbs in here. We'll pop these out. We'll put a light bulb, one light bulb in there at least, see if it's just the bulbs or if it's that circuit. I have a feeling it's that circuit. Yep. Okay, not a problem. So for now, we'll just leave that one in there and we'll call it a success. All right, guys. Well, you'll have to tell me what you guys think of the LED bulbs. I think you can get a different color hue if you wanted more of that yellow or a daylight style light. Like this one here is a yellowish hue, and the lights on the ceiling fan have a yellow hue to them. The other ones, the LEDs, have more of a white light All right, well, maybe we'll try to get some LED bulbs for this. And I did find the LED bulbs for over the vanity. I'll show you that real quick. There we go. So those are some little LED bulbs. They're kind of funky. They got just a side light. There's no light coming out on the front. It's just around the side. So when you look right at it, there's no light coming at you. So it's not super bright, but for now they'll work. All right, well, I gotta start cleaning, sanding, patching, getting ready for paint. So that'll be in the morning. We'll get started on that. Tonight I'm just gonna do some more cleanup. I gotta pull a bunch. There's like 5 million nails in the floor and staples and all of that kind of stuff. So I gotta go through all this and pull up all the nails and staples. But I'm really pleased with how the floor turned out, taking that old floor out. I gotta do a little bit of more trimming around here where the carpet was and just do some general cleanup. That's about it. All right, guys, opinion time. This handle is plain. It doesn't have this metal bracket on it. This has got the metal bracket. Which one do you like better? Without the bracket or with the bracket? So leave a comment below what you prefer. All right, guys, we will see you in the morning. All right, we have another beautiful Arkansas morning. Cold, but sunny, so that's a plus. So I'm gonna get started today. Gonna be doing, patching some holes, start sanding, cleaning, getting ready for paint. So not sure how fun this video will be, but you know, it's all part of the process. Took off some of the handles last night, right up there. Got most of the handles taken off. This trim up here, right up here on top, we're gonna take that off. Not super big fans of the look. All right, what I did here is I filled some of the holes here, as you can see. Doing some light sanding. Some holes over here as well. These were all where all the blinds were hung. Right up here. So we just gotta get all these walls scuffed up, all the cabinets scuffed up. I think I'm gonna have to remove the doors and paint those off the cabinets. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. And the other thing is, I'm probably gonna have to, probably gonna have to pull the slides out here and gonna have to paint behind there. So that'll be interesting because the slides, you can't do them independently. That's gonna be tricky, but I'm gonna have to try to get back there to paint that, because when it's open, it's gonna look weird. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I got a lot of work to do, so I gotta get going here, guys. I'll bring you back in a little bit for an update. The sun is warming it up nice in here. Okay, a little progress video. Well, there's a lot less holes there. I've been doing some sanding and filling all the holes, so it's looking a lot better. Getting ready to do a final wash down with TSP. I've started to tape some of the glass parts off and get that all prepped. I've done more sanding and filling over here, so all the holes are going away. All I'm doing is just kind of taking the shine off of everything with these Scotch-Brite pads. Almost out of wood filler. I've been using this, I've already covered it up. It's a natural finish wood filler. It's kind of, they call it plastic fill. I don't know. It's really good stuff. It seems to be doing the trick. I'll get the name for you when I'm done with all of the filling the holes. I'll take the tape off of this and get the name for you. It's kind of like a putty or a paste, and it's working really good on this. I'll show you something real quick. I had a really bad section right here that was really scratched up. I don't know if they had a dog or something, but it was all scratched up. You could see all these little like hash marks, like somebody was scratching it. So I filled all those in, and I think when we paint it, it's gonna look great. I gotta do something about this trim. I'm debating what to do there. They mounted some kind of a board up here. I think they had like a flip up table or something like that there. So there's a grate that covers this up, and there's a little smoke alarm that goes in there. So that's what those holes are all about. But it's getting there. We'll keep on sanding and filling holes, and hopefully by the end of tonight I will be ready for paint. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm starting to tape off all the glass fixtures. We'll start taping the windows, get everything taped off. Then we'll do one final wipe down with the TSP, and then we'll start painting. There are some areas that I'm like, well, I should do this, I should do that. Like there's some wrinkles right here in the wallpaper. I think you guys can see that. There's gonna be a sofa here, so you're not really gonna see that. So I was like, well, I didn't want to go through all the work of tearing it up, and you know, it was just gonna be a mess. So I just decided to just leave it, paint over it. There are a few pieces of trim here and there, like down here in the corner, there's a gap there that's, I gotta put some nails in it. So I gotta get a few supplies tonight. So once I get tired, I think I'm gonna run to and get some nails and some other odds and ends that I need. But it looks so much better without all those holes in the wall. So it's pretty much ready for paint. Everything's been scuffed. I have a little bit more sanding to do. Right up here, you can see where I filled all the holes. So it's coming together. I took the microwave out and started prepping that area because we're gonna paint that. They put it, the camper people put in a new piece of wood here. I just don't really like the way it's cut. They just kind of cut it straight. So I'm thinking about, you know, doing at least rounding it over a little bit so it's softer. It's not so sharp. But that's about where I'm at. I'm gonna get some new sink strainers. These have about had it. They're all chewed up. all scratched up. This one's really bad. I tried cleaning it, but I don't know, it's all stained and it's plastic, so it's just coming apart. We'll probably get some stainless steel ones. I'd love to get a new sink, but let's not be too picky about it. It's just a sink. So we'll get some strainers that look a little bit better. We'll give this a really good scrub down and see if we can get it cleaned up. I did quite a bit of sanding on these doors here. They were pretty bad because, you know, from it being wet and everything, they're starting to peel. The edges were starting to crumble a little bit. So cleaned that up really good and filled all the holes and nicks and dings. I had to glue one. It looks like somebody, this drawer here, it looks like somebody made another drawer. It just doesn't look anything like the other ones. It's just some plywood that somebody cut out. So I do have another drawer that we have left over from the old desk area. So I'm gonna mess with that a little bit and see if I can get it to fit in there. And if I can, then it'll match a whole lot better. And then of course I started sanding on the doors to the refrigerator. This wood was super dry, so it was just almost the whole finish started to come off, all the lacquer. So I think it's gonna paint up nice. Well, it's another beautiful evening on the homestead. Another day is coming to an end. Feels like these days come and go so quick when you're so busy. Well, we got some work done today. It was a tedious day. It was sanding, filling holes, pulling nails. Tonight what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start taping things off. I'm gonna shoot a little bit of video before it gets too dark and show you guys what I'm doing. But I just wanted to say thanks again for coming along on our journey, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.